It's a good day from the Shaking Family on day 158 of our weight loss journey, and today I've come out into the back where I can stand in the sun and warm up a little bit because it's been icy cold here at work. Early hours this morning I had a look at the weather on the phone, and it said it was 7 degrees and it felt like 5. So I know for some of you that probably doesn't reflect that icy cold weather, but here in Queensland and where we're used to the higher temperatures, it's cold, it's freezing, we're not used to this temperature here. And again this morning that wind is blowing and it's icy cold, so I've come out into the back in the sun and keep a little bit warm. One thing about these winter evenings I've noticed while I'm driving to work every afternoon. I leave here about quarter past 5 in the evening. As I go along the freeway heading north, and I look out to the left, you see the Glasshouse Mountains there, and behind it is a sunset. And they have been so spectacular this whole week. Really, really beautiful. It just makes you appreciate the beauty in nature itself. Unfortunately, I'm driving along the freeway, so I'm unable to actually take a photograph of it. Yesterday, when I'd come off the freeway and I'd come onto the side road down towards the depot where we meet, I was able to pull over and I took this photograph that I'll put up here now. Unfortunately, it doesn't do it justice because by the time I got to stop and take this photograph, it was almost all over already. It faded, and I have all the lights on the road and everything which detract from it. It may give you an idea of the sort of sunsets that we've been getting. They've been really, really beautiful. Yeah, it's just something different for a change. Also, a couple of people have asked if I would do a cook-up in the Thermomix, and I'll see if I can get the time on the weekend when I'm not working. It's really difficult in the week because I'm so limited on time, and on the weekend I'll see if I can find a recipe. There's something like 80,000 recipes on the website, and I'll have a look for one that sort of utilizes the whole of the Thermomix in one cook. So for argument's sake, you may have a soup or a sauce in the bowl at the bottom, and then steaming something in the basket that drops in at the top, and then you steam fish or chicken or whatever in the tray above. So you can do a 2-course meal with your soup and your main at the same time in the one appliance. I'll look for a recipe, and you can do it in the manual mode, which is setting everything yourself, but because one of the biggest features is automation of it, find the recipe you want and you put it into your meal planner, and then from there you just, as I did the Yorkshire pudding, just you press next and it tells you everything, and it's got scales in it. You just weigh it in as you go. And so I'll try and find something like that, see if I can do that on the weekend maybe. Also, I don't have too much more to say. It's just one of those days where there's nothing been happening really in our lives. I feel so bad putting these videos out sometimes because they seem so boring to me, and I don't know, people seem to still comment and appreciate them, so I'll keep doing it. It's so difficult when you have nothing really to say. Yeah, it's they just seem boring to me, maybe. But people still say, look, they watch the videos every day. They're happy that I'm putting them out. It also keeps me accountable, and I did commit right in the beginning to try and do one every day. So, and sometimes I've done little shorts just because I'm that pushed for time. But anyway, I'll keep doing them, and when I looked again, we still have the 171 subscribers, and thank you so much. I really appreciate you being subscribers, because it does help with people searching, and we would like to find more people who are either on a weight loss journey or planning to go onto one, and maybe we can just give them that little push to get started and get moving. 22 weeks and I've lost 21 kilograms, so it's almost a kilogram a week. So it does work, although I seem to have plateaued in the last 5 or 6 weeks. And hopefully the scales are going to move in the right direction again soon. I'm a firm believer if you're burning off more than you're putting in your mouth, then you're going to lose weight. And I try to stay below my BMR in calorie intakes. I would also prefer losing it slower than just dropping it off like anything, because then you tend to pick it up again. Hopefully by losing it a bit slower, the skin gets a chance to shrink back. I don't know if we'll end up with a bunch of loose skin, but I don't see that as an excuse not to lose weight. The health benefits are so much better if you're down on the weight than just having a bit of loose skin around. It may be unsightly, but who knows, later on we may be able to do something about that surgically. I don't know. Speaking of the health benefits of losing it, I just had a look at my blood tests that I do every morning for the blood glucose, and over the last 10 days, 7 of those days have been below 6, and this morning I think it was 5.4, and they've been in the 5s, and the 3 days that they were in the 6, it was very low, 6.1, 6.2, that sort of thing. There is definitely a health benefit in that. As I say, I'm taking no more diabetic medication, nothing at all. The only thing I'm taking now is a blood pressure tablet. So yeah, with that I'm going to just finish this off and say thank you to the subscribers. Also, if you we'd appreciate it if you leave some comments and possibly some suggestions for video content. That always helps, because as I say, you know, that's the biggest problem at the moment, is trying to come up with that with ideas of what to put into these videos, and I just feel they're so boring if you're just standing there talking about your life. Be that as it may, that's what it's going to be today as well. If you're watching us for the first time, or you haven't subscribed yet, please just hit the subscribe button and the little bell, and you'll be notified when we drop the next video. So with that, I'm just going to finish off this one and say thank you for watching the Shaking Family, and see you tomorrow. Bye.